Alright, Alice? Ah, Alphinaud, you impulsive fool. I thought about trying to talk him out of it, but I know what I would say if the roles were reversed. Stubbornness is something of a family trait. I can tell you, Giri. Gosetsu dragged himself here from his sickbed, only to be greeted by the sight of Yotsu's corpse. I had not the words to comfort him. Yeah, Gosetsu still mourning out there. Hien? I knew Asahi was planning some manner of treachery, but a summoning. Yeah, that was out of left field. I was expecting, like, you know, explosions. Thank the Kami you were here, my friend. None of us would have escaped Yotsu's vengeance had you not intervened. She was a pawn, aye, but she still had a choice, and she chose to submit to the ambassador's plans. Indeed. 'Tis little wonder Gosetsu departed in silence. I gather he left the same way he came, alone aboard a rowing boat. He just came out here on a rowing boat. He was just like, I will see to this to this matter. I'm not so sick that I cannot join my lord. As for the conscripts, well, we're probably maybe also chasing after Yotsuyo. As for the conscripts, most made it to Sekibuni before the battle began in earnest, but the vessel yet waits on the riverbank for those who did not flee in time. Then I suggest we put this doleful place behind us and make for the Enclave together. It would be a shame to miss the joyous reunion. With the conscripts, yeah. At least, you know, we got them out of it. There they are. These are the family members that were waiting. I'm sure there's got to be some who are probably will be disappointed to not see their loved ones among them because they died. At least we get this happy reunion.
How often have I imagined this moment? Thank you for helping it come to pass.
I like the scene. Screenshot. No problem, Hien. So it was a fucking rocky road to get here, but we did it. That's good. Families reunited. Oh, they're done. Oh, they're all just like we gotta thank them. At least they were sincere enough their attempts that they did actually bring the conscripts. Oh, we bow back as well. Yes! Yay! We actually get to bow back. Yeah. That's good. Oh, Gosetsu.
Ah, there you are.
Oh?
Gosetsu, your hair.
Shaved his head.
My friend, what have you done?
Isn't it common practice in some cultures to cut your hair in mourning? I mean, it's his choice.
An old man who cannot raise his blade has no place in the service of a young lord. Thus did I decide to devote my remaining days to pilgrimage. I will walk this land, offering
gonna become a
prayers of
monk.
repose for all the souls who left this life in suffering.
Okay, Gosetsu. I'm a wandering monk priest.
All of them?
Hien's response. Hien is such a go with the flow character, man. I like Hien. All of them? Ooh, we're gonna say something. Don't leave us, Gosetsu. No, he's made up his mind. Why do I get this line now? Huh? Where's my don't leave Alphinaud, but I get, oh, don't leave Gosetsu? God damn it. Alright, safe travels, Gosetsu. He's made up his mind.
A fulsome farewell makes for an enjoyable journey.
Hien goes with the flow, but he always gets the deeper picture. Yeah, no, Hien is such a reliable character. Very honorable as well. Like no, he's good. He's good. I wouldn't say of like, I was gonna say like of all the leaders, he'd be the one that I'd follow. But you know, like I also Connie Sana, amazing. I love her. You know, but you can always trust her to do the right thing. Mostly. Can't trust that with Merlweb. Nanamo Nunamo, bless her heart, but she's held back by the Syndicate. You know, and Alamigo just got free. We love Liesel, but like, Hien here. He's good, reliable. I trust him. I like him. He's got a lot of charisma.
Scarcely have we said our goodbyes to Alphinaud, and you leave us too. But 'tis well that my companions find their own way forward. I must endeavor to do the same.
I have faith that you will find the best path for Doma without me, my lord. Pray forgive me this last act of selfishness, and grant me your blessing.
You have earned it 1,000 times over.
Thousands times over. Safe journeys, my friend.
Go in peace, my friend. I shall make of Doma a land where children laugh, and none need live in fear.
Good oath, Hien. Good oath.
There is no better way to honor those who went before.
Last look over of his allies.
And with that, I take my leave.
There he goes. Not even a day or something to hang out and say goodbye. He's just like, he's going. He's riding that momentum. Alright. Thanks for joining me for the primal fight, Runic. I appreciated it. Alright. Oh, hey, it's Hinashi. Yeah, we saw him. I saw the guy in Confederacy garb. Look at you, boy. Life on the seas has made you strong. Thank the Kami. Wait, hold on. Thank the Kami. Yeah, you spotted that cracked plank. That ship ended up bringing my father home. And the captain said, well, let's just say I'm not a pirate anymore. I'm gonna live in Doma with my father. We're free. Heck yeah. Glad to see this moment here. Alright, I know that this person isn't part of it, but I want to see who this person. I remember seeing them, Yamoki. It's just like you honor us with your presence. Oh, the lore person. What do you do here? My name is Yamogi, and as for what I do, well, when our family still had our stall, I helped my parents sell dango, but those days are gone. The markets once rivaled those of Kugane. You could buy anything, even harsh spices. It will take some many years of hard work before it even begins to approach its former glory, but we will do what we must. What kind of place is this? The Enclave was once a center of culture and commerce. Merchants and artisans from all across Yansha came here to live and work, but that all ended a year ago. After crushing the rebellion, Zenos made an example of our Enclave, and we who survived were forced to live in the ruins. Monzen suffered a similar fate, though unlike the Enclave, none were allowed to remain. But those dark days are finally behind us. Now that our homeland has been freed from Garlemald rule, we can begin rebuilding in earnest. Is it not wonderful? Okay. Alright, Alice? It will be far too quiet without Gosetsu around. I wonder if we'll ever see him again. Oh, I'm sure we will. Oh, speaking of reunions, have you spoken with Hinashi? I did. It turns out his father was among the returning conscripts. Yugiri? Gosetsu relinquished his duties with a grace befitting a samurai lord. I only hope that I can fill the void which he has left behind. Hien? Ah, Gosetsu. Fair journey to you, my friend. A bittersweet occasion. There is yet ample cause to be grateful. Pray, join us in Kyankan. I would thank you properly. Yeah, nobody was really expecting a primal summoning and all that nonsense that came out of left field. It was just like, oh no, it's Yotsuyu! It's a Yotsuyu from left field with a primal summoning. Though technically it was Asei that planned the primal summoning, but yeah. Alright, I'll say again. With all of that out of the way, Doma should be able to look forward to a period of relative calm. As for us, well, we have an intriguing story to tell everyone back at the Rising Stones. Yeah, and also be like, hey guys, Alphinaud went to Garlemald. Yugiri? Lord Hien trained under Gosetsu from the day he was old enough to hold a sword. Though he smiled through all the farewells, none will feel his absence more keenly. Yeah. Yeah, Gosetsu's been there since Hien was, you know, a boy. Helped raise him. Alright, Hien. Our brothers and sisters are returned to us, and the dream of Doma's restoration is that more closer to being realized. It is a day that will live long in memory, and one that would never have dawned without the courageous actions of the Scions. On behalf of Doma and her people, we give you our deepest thanks. No problem, Hien. I'm glad we could see this happy day. Lest you think me complacent, I assure you I have not forgotten the dark cloud on the horizon. That Zenos lives, in some capacity, is a source of grave concern. Mayhap the gravest. Yet there is little to be done but wait for Alphinaud to send word. Until then, I plan to devote myself to fulfilling the promise I made to Gosetsu. We really should have sent someone with Alphinaud, just one extra person. promise I made to Gosetsu by building a nation in which none need live in fear. I confess I miss him already. But the thought that he has at last found peace goes some way to softening the blow. I wonder, did you ever stop to ask yourself why he showed Yotsuyu such kindness? I assumed it was because they hung out together and, you know, he had grown attached and he realized that, you know, she, you know, while her memory was gone, she wasn't a piece of shit, so different person. I believe the answer lies in past tragedy, specifically the death of his wife and daughter during the invasion. Though he hid it well, they were never far from his thoughts. And in Yotsuyu's childlike mien, I believe he saw not a fallen tyrant, but the little girl who was lost to him. I see. Reminded him of his daughter. After the loss of his family, Gosetsu devoted himself wholly to the service of his country. He suffered any hardship, strove beyond the limits of endurance without hesitation or complaint. Now we've seen him do that. Doesn't seem that long ago Gosetsu got off that boat in Vesper Bay. Yeah, that's when we first met that character. And that was also the first example of his endurance. He was just like, I shall cross the sea on this rowboat, more or less. The sea! With little rations. Gosetsu, man. Any character that we meet, you know, you get to hang out with them, you get to know them. We went through quite the journey with him. Though Tsuyu could never truly replace his daughter, I had hoped that with her at his side, he might live out the remainder of his days in relative contentment. Would the Kami had been so minded. Even now I labor to discern any meaning in Yotsuyu's fate. To deliver her from certain death with no memory of her sins, only to leave her at the mercy of her stepbrother. I think her stepbrother was at the mercy of her. Can that truly have been their will? That I cannot tell you. The will of the Kami is not for us to know. But what I do know is that for a brief moment, a girl known as Tsuyu lived among us. And that she brought with her a whisper of respite for a grieving heart. Yeah, look on the blessings that brought us. Or that brought for, you know... Yeah. Alright. Alphinaud, I miss you already, man. Alright, Hien. Doma owes you a great debt, my friend. Thanks to you, we have everything we need to prosper. You and Alice must promise to visit us again soon. And Alphinaud, too, when he returns from the Empire. Know that my thoughts go with him. Man, Jesus. However far his pilgrimage may take him, we have not seen the last of Gosetsu, of that I am certain. I would hope so. Alice? Under the moonlight. Okay. Alice seems ready to build farewell to Doma. Also, was that... I think there was Sid there? I think it's time we were going, don't you? We've done all that we can here, and we have a lot to report. But before we head back to the Rising Stones, let's call into Ralga's Reach. We should be the ones to tell Lise about Zenos. After everything we went through together, we owe her that. Alright. Hien Yugiri, it's been a pleasure as always. Hakuro, anything else to say before we leave? With the departure of the general, the defense of Doma rests in my hands. And yet they do not tremble. The return of our conscripts has swelled our ranks to a most formidable number. Glad I am that I need not turn to my brother for reinforcements. Alrighty, let's teleport then. You'd say, yeah, Ralger's Reach. Alright. Oof. Hefty teleportation stun, but here we go. Hello. Were you here before, Perky Peddler? Look at all these characters here. That's... Oh, this is this stuff for the Saltery? This is Whiskar, and this is his grandfather. The Perky Peddler is expounding on the sublime qualities of Saltery salt. Salt, get your salt, gourmet quality, fresh from the Saltery. Here now, aren't you Kelvin like, the hero of the revolution? They say you played a big part in reviving the Saltery's operations. It's an honor, miss, a true honor. And good timing, too. I'm soon to head back across the border to do my part in reminding Eorzea's markets what proper salt tastes like. I was living in Uldar before, you see, in one of those refugee tent camps. Never thought I'd set foot in Alamigo again, let alone be handed a job when I got there. And it's all thanks to you. Come to think of it, Whiskar was wondering if I'd spot you here in Ralger's Reach. If I saw you, he said I was to ask you to visit the Saltery whenever you have time. I'm sure he's eager to share how far they come with the rebuilding. Any plans on heading to this? Any plans to head to the Saltery? You deserve to see firsthand how the town has come alive. All right. Little quest to go out to the Saltery. All right. So yeah, we're back here at the Reach after all that shit went down in Doma. And yeah, we're here to talk about Lise, about the supposed, or not really supposed, about Zenos being seen once again in Garlemald, and how he's apparently in some capacity appears to not be dead. I brought your own chair, yeah, I can see that. Brought your own chair to the table. Alright, Minago. They've been quiet since their treachery in the throne room, but the Kalyana are a problem we'll need to solve at some point. Well, I mean, considering their leader is currently just a husk, I don't think they have any direction right now, so I think it's better to let sleeping dogs lie. Alright, Lise. We bring dire news. Kelvin, Alice, you're back. No Alphinaud. Oh yeah, he went to Garlemald. It's good to see you, Lise. As for my headstrong brother, he's off on what will almost certainly turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Garlemald. That comes across so ominously, Alice. Once-in-a-lifetime trip to Garlemald. Emphasis on the once-in-a-life part. It's a long story, but we have evidence that Zenos might still be alive. What? But that's... This is a joke. God, this had better be a joke. Nope, it is not a joke. You better be pulling my leg right now, LSA. Back to eat cookies and raise hell, and I'm all out of cookies. Nice. Raise hell it is then. Let's go. Look, I know what I saw, right? We all saw it. And here you are saying he's alive and well and living the high life back in Garlemald? Well, not the high life. Apparently he's recovered, but you know, like, it could be possible. I know how ludicrous this sounds. I'm still having difficulty believing it myself, but while I might doubt the word of an Imperial envoy, I'm inclined to trust Kelwyn's. She saw the Crown Prince through the Echo, in a meeting that could only have taken place in the recent past. Indeed. So for sure, someone resembling Zenos was there. It was him, it was Zenos. Zenos is alive. I'll say it was him, it was Zenos. Both of these more or less mean the same thing. I describe exactly what happened. No, it must have been, I don't know, some kind of really convincing imposter, perhaps. We know something that can be a really convincing imposter, don't we? Don't we, Lise? We've seen Ascian in possession before, Thancred. Zenos is dead, and he had a great big hole in his neck. We buried him. Yeah, which is, you know, the thing, but, you know, who else can possess dead bodies, eh? Aye, and someone went to the trouble of desecrating the bastard's grave, remember? Oh yeah, they were saying that some of them tried to go dig up his grave, they were saying when there was the mob after Fordola, they're saying some people even tried to dig up Zenos to kick his corpse. Is this... Thancred? Thor's gilded halls, whatever are you talking about? Oh, it is. It's Thancred. Oh, maybe it was Thancred and not Sid that we saw in that thing. I saw white hair. I was just like, who could this be? There's so many characters with white hair. Thancred, what brings you to the Reach? Alphinaud had me lending a hand at the Saltery, keeping an eye on the rebuilding work and so on. Just until operations were up and running, and now that they are, I thought I might look in on you before wending my weary way back to headquarters. Forgive me if I misheard, but is there some suggestion the late Crown Prince could have gotten better? Yeah, from death. If so, might I suggest a quick look inside his coffin as our first order of business? Yeah, fair enough. Let's double check out the corpse is still there. As much as I hated the man, it doesn't feel right defiling his grave. And we'll sometimes it's gotta happen. We'll say a little blessing and then we'll bring it up, alright? But if it'll put this rumor to rest... Rumor. I suppose we have to. And when there are no curious eyes about, if we can manage it. Yeah, it might not be better, like, letting other people know that this is maybe the case yet. Zenos is buried up in the, up at Bloodhow in the Locks. His grave was set apart from the others and left unmarked, so as not to upset the locals. Then it shouldn't be too hard to find. Nago, you're in charge until I get back. Thancred walking in like the badass he is. Yep. Thancred just swaggers up to the table. Hello, I am here. Alright, Minago. We'll find Zenos' grave up a blood howl, the burial ground in the locks. The stone isn't marked, but it's set apart from the others, so it should be obvious enough which one you're after. Alright. Time to teleport to the locks. We can also stop by on that quest for the Saltery while we're out here. But first, we'll go out to the grave first. All right. Here we are, here we are. All right, I'll say. Most of the graves are grouped together, but they managed to find a lonely spot for Zenos, didn't they? Yep. Thancred. My money is on writhing snakes, possibly spiders. Gonna open it and find unimaginable horrors. Let's prise it open and see what comes out. This is it. Oh, gods, he better be in there. Someone scrawled all over the stone a while ago, but I had it scrubbed off and thought no more about it. So no one thought to check if the coffin was still occupied. Well then, we are presented with but one course of action. We had best be sure we are not observed in the doing of it. Shall we begin? Somebody gonna keep an eye out for onlookers?
Oh dear. We seem to be missing a corpse.
Oh shit, he is not there. Oh dear. Ooh, ominous thunder flash. Also, is this how they bury the dead?
I only hope it isn't walking around.
Oh yes. Oh, meanwhile, from the shadows, uh-oh. In resistance garb. And Ella said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Were you the body snatcher? I feel like you don't often see, like, there's not a lot of Elizin in Amigo. There's no corpse, then. Are we to conclude the rumors are true? Not necessarily. We might still be dealing with a doppelganger of some kind. An agent could have sent to dispose of the body to lend credence to the tale of Zenos' resurrection. Yeah, that's true as well. That could be true as well. Thancred, whomst has summoned the Almighty One? I thought that I should now be part of the story now. It's my time here again. You can thank me for blessing this section of the story. More and more, however, I find myself siding with Alphinaud's theory of Ascian possession. Okay, so it was Ascian. He did suggest Ascian possession. Alphinaud said that he thought Ascians were involved. He didn't necessarily put straightforward Ascian possession, but okay. So yeah, Ascian possession. Speaking from experience, oh yeah, poor Thancred, he got possessed. Which is not something all Ascians can do. Usually Ascians can only possess a lifeless body. The lesser Ascians, like only the higher up Ascians, the lesser Ascians can't do it. Only the higher Ascians can possess a body with a soul. Speaking from experience, I can tell you they have no qualms about taking a living host, let alone a dead one. They're anchored. You're saying an Ascian is walking around in Zenos' body? It seems a distinct possibility. Once I've put this grave back the way we found it, I shall pay a visit to the people responsible for interring the Crown Prince. Before leaping to any conclusions, I want to know for sure if a body was ever buried here. Oh, in the first place, even. And how certain we are that Zenos was properly dead. Well, I mean, we're gonna be fairly certain. I mean, like, I was there. Like, I assume we checked for a pulse before we left him to be, like, you know, off to be interred. Where it's like, yep, no, he's definitely dead. Like, if he wasn't, that was some trick. He as good as cut his own head off. Anyway, Rabon needs to hear about this. If you find anything out, send word to me at Ragos Reach. I don't know, I'm surprised. With matters settling down in Doma, we were due another crisis. Alice is just like, it's always something, isn't it? Shall we make for the Rising Stones then? It's past time we share these developments with the others. Indeed. Oh, they teleported to the Rising Stones. Thank you. Thank you, game. Okay. Hold on a second now. Rio, my friend. I will get back to you. Alright, Rio. We gathered what's hold on. Hey, we gathered what scraps of intelligence we could, myself from within Eorzea, and Alphinaud from his far eastern sources, but there's a limit to what a bloke can learn about the Empire from outside its borders. Still, I'd never think to invite myself aboard the Imperial bloody airship. 'Twas impulsive, reckless. You got to admire the lad's style. Yeah, freaking Alphinaud, man. Impulsive and reckless, man. Allianne? You didn't worry for my grandfather. If he should grow lonely and start to long for homie's company, he will purchase passage on the next ship bound for the Far East. I couldn't stop him if I tried. I can always go and see him. Ori Bowler, my friend? The Domans have as much claim of reverence toll as you and me. They're family. Thank the gods I made it back in time to see them off. Yeah. Femi? Will Isildur be alright without Home? They're practically inseparable these days, and I don't think he has many other friends. Isildur. It's alright, he'll make new friends. See, here he is making friends right now with the two sisters, Clemens and Eonor. I hope Isildur can find someone to keep him company. With our missions, we can never linger very long. I guess Isildur does get left behind, though. I know I need to give Isildur my undivided attention, but these waves of brotherly love make my mind drift to naughty places. Focus, Eonor, focus! God damn it, Eonor. Alright, Isildur. It is for the best, it is. 'Tis their past and their future, their home. And I could not be happier for them. I could not be happier, I tell you, I'm not missing them. Oh. Alright, Ochre Boulder. Oh, he's but half the size of my courageous brother. 'Twould seem Alphinaud's bravery looms twice as large. Even Hori might hesitate before embarking alone into the heart of the Empire. Now, fucking Alphinaud, man. Jesus Christ, you brave soul. 'Twould seem Master Alphinaud has placed himself squarely in the path of danger. As a fellow scion, I shall render whatever aid I can to ensure his safe return. Alphinaud. Alright, I'll say. While I was waiting for you to arrive, I spoke with Eorzea over Link Pearl and gave him a full report. Yshtola's on her way and should be here any... Ah. Oh, okay, here we go. They're here. Istola, hello. Alice, Kelvin, 'tis good to see you safe and well. What news have you from the east? Dire news. Also, Alphinaud went to the heart of Garlemald, that crazy bastard. Disturbing developments indeed. Given all that we know, I too would conclude that an Ascian now inhabits Zenos' body. A doppelganger might fool the Crown Prince's subordinates, but Kelvin... Thanks, Istola. Oh yes, it could fool the subordinates, but would it fool Kelvin? Nay. Kelvin's too bloody perceptive. Nay, Alphinaud had the right of it. Would that his wisdom extended to the question of his own safety. Yeah. Capable though he has become, he ventures alone into the enemy's stronghold, and the shadowy web of the paragons like us not. Yeah, poor Alphinaud. I encouraged him, but I worry about him. We didn't get a line to express how worried we are, but we saw how convinced he was, and I guess I wanted to leave him with empowering parting words, though he should have taken at least one person with him. When it comes to making rash decisions, I am hardly in the position to criticize, but I'm worried. I just wish there was something I could do for him besides pray. I could have gone with him, but somebody needed to go with him. Freaking Alphinaud, man. I guess if Yugiri went, that would leave Hien without any retainers, so no personal guard. Oh, meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, oh shit. Meanwhile, in the belly of the beast. We cannot suffer icons to exist. Was I not clear on this point? Dude, if you know the Ascians at all, you know that they encourage summonings. More than clear. The icon in question was summarily dispatched by the Warrior of Light. The summoner is dead and the rite beyond repeating. Everything proceeded according to plan, every party behaving exactly as required. What is the plot here? He said it was to throw doubt in the populares. To be like, oh hey guys, you know, like I don't trust the populares, we can't make peace with them, look at them summoning icons or whatever. Also, every party behaving exactly as required. I don't think, could he have predicted that Alphinaud would do what he did? Because that shit was bold. Varys' armor looks cool, man. Varys' armor is very elaborate, yeah. It's Garlean's, man. Elaborate armor. My methods may seem extreme, but there is no cause for concern. I work only to ensure the salvation of this star. Liar. We know for a fact, at this point in the story, that they seek the rejoining, which means disaster for this star. I guess the Ascians would see that as salvation. Oh, this is in one of the cache rooms that were there. Castrum Albania? Maybe? Rogadin soldier. What are you doing fiddling with that thing? Oh, is this is the mysterious Elysian resistance guy. I asked you a question, soldier. Ooh, doom. A spy. What are you? How you lost your mind? Oh shit. Magical-esque sword strike. Katana wielding soldier. Also, yeah, he is wielding a katana. I've lost many things, but my mind is yet my own. There upon the stage I stood, prepared to take my final bow, only to find that the finale was but an intermission. Shall I use this chance to repent for my sins, embrace goodness and mediocrity? Nay, I think not. Well, the one I yearn to face yet lives. The hunt must go on. Oh no! Who do we know that wields katanas and has a style like that and then also talks about hunting nonstop? Turns out there's an Ascian possessing Zenos, but also Zenos also might not be as dead as we think he is. There he goes. He has managed to wield he's managed to fix some sort of machine, some tech. There he goes off into the distance. Oh, that was certainly a thing. Arishtola, good to see you again. Alphinaud will need all of his wits if he is to survive his visit to Garlemald. We know precious little about his life in the Imperial capital. We know precious little about life in the Imperial capital, yeah. Yeah, we know nothing about the inside of the inner workings of Garlemald, and Alphinaud went in there alone, man? Alphinaud. Man, you crazy bastard. Emissary of the Dawn. We're getting the Bonder expression. With thoughts of Alphinaud's plight weighing heavily on her mind, Alisaie might welcome some company. It's been an eventful few days, hasn't it? But I suppose all we can do now is wait for word from Alphinaud. I don't recall the last time I had nothing pressing to be getting on with. We should probably make the most of it. Shall I put on some tea? Tea would be lovely. You may regale me with the tale of your adventures in the Far East, and of your encounter with this new primal especially. I'll put the kettle on then. The table looks free if you'd like to take a seat. Tea! Are we getting the... Where's Lise? Are we getting... We also need the pastry promise. You know, Alisaie was just like, after this is all over, let's go for pastries. Alisaie, Lise, and me and Y'shtola. I'll take care of the tea. You claim us a table. Okay. Y'shtola? It's pronounced Tsukuyomi, correct? A figure from Far Eastern mythology, no doubt. Yeah, apparently Koshin related. Alright, I claim this table. Upon sitting at the table, several cutscenes were playing in sequence. Alright. It's recommended that you set aside time. Alright, yeah, we're here, let's go. Several cutscenes. Alright, strap in, guys, here we go. Interesting. So this Tsukuyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susano, via Susano the Lord of the Revel, via the medium of a sacred relic. And crystals. Yeah, I guess the sacred relic was maybe a substitute for prayers. That it usually is, because usually it's crystals and prayer. That's right. They believe their gods, or kami, reside in physical objects. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalogue of such relics. But if we are to contain the threat, we will require a better understanding of the summoning method itself. I believe I shall pay a visit to Doma and learn what I can on the subject. Okay, learning more about this. I guess if the Red Kojin, I don't think would summon more, but if the people having heard of the summoning of Susano, though I'm not entirely sure how they would have, the Ascian, I guess, through the Ascians, would use these relics against us, then yeah. A fine idea, and I know for a fact that our friends in Doma would be grateful for any information which could help to prevent further summoning in the region. I'll pen you a letter of introduction. Lord Hien will wish to welcome our resident expert on etherology. Oh, Thancred as well. Greetings. Could it be that I'm in time for tea? It certainly looks that way. Come on, sit down and tell us how your investigations went. Grab the seat, Thancred. Remaining scions, because Lise wasn't a part of the scions anymore in Alphinaud. In Garlemald. I guess Uriange's not here right now either, and Totaro is in Kugane, but yeah. After you left, I went about questioning Bloodhouse gravekeepers. They all told me the same story. Once Lise and our officers had confirmed Zenos dead, his corpse was interred under strict supervision. There seems little reason to doubt their testimony on that point, but when I mentioned the defacement of Zenos' grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported having seen any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed the act to have been perpetrated by a vengeful Alamegan. Crucially, however, I was able to confirm that when the offending scroll was removed as police's instruction, no one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, 'tis likely the corpse was already missing. Assuming Zenos has not, in fact, risen from the dead, we are left with two possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims of an extremely committed impostor, or an Ascian has taken up residence within it. Concerned serious head tilt. I concur. If Asahi was as fervent a devotee as you believe, he would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. And if he didn't know about Ascians, and he doesn't actually know a lot of Zenos, he hasn't interacted with Zenos, so he might not know, his beliefs, so he wouldn't see, something being fishy. We must assume that we are dealing with an Ascian, and proceed accordingly. Agreed. The question is, how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphinaud and Garlemald? Who's to say? Alphinaud? Their presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not estimate the extent of the infestation. Yeah, there could be any number of lesser Ascians or major Ascians. Oh, Alphinaud. Oh, we get an update on Alphinaud? Oh, Alphinaud, what could he be doing right now? Meanwhile, on the Imperial Hypersonic Assault Craft LXXV. Okay. So he's on his way. Or this is unrelated. Oh no, that's Maxima, so it must be. Alphinaud, you yet draw breath. Master Alphinaud, we are making good speed towards our destination, is aught amiss? Nay, 'tis just I can see naught from my cabin, and was curious to know the land over which we flew. Ah, I am afraid our military crafts are built with little for such niceties. I am happy to indulge your curiosity, however. We are presently passing over the burn on the western edge of Orthard. Even with the benefit of a porthole, your gaze would have been greeted with naught but moms upon moms of lifeless earth. I have read something of the burn. It was described as a desert wasteland, bled dry of every last drop of ether. Oh, is that the result of maybe a continued primal existence? Aye, it is believed that a succession of icon summonings was responsible. When Emperor Solus first came to Orthard and beheld this blight, he is said to have reeled at the scale of the devastation. He declared icons a threat to our very star's existence, and ensued an empire-wide decree ordering the eradication of all such entities. Oh, fuck. My boy's not even gonna get to Garlemald before shit hits the fan? No. Report. Order attack, sir. Magitech armor, no visible designation. Magitech? But who? All cannons return fire. Damage report. Is this maybe the Empire's own attack on the Populares? The main reactor's been hit. Helm unresponsive. We're going down, sir. My boy's not even making it to Garlemald. Damn it. They knew exactly where to hit us. All hands, brace for impact. Oh, shit. Quickly, make the console explode for dramatic effect. Oh, no, Elf, no. Man, he don't even make it to Garlemald. Glad to have you back, Master Alphinaud. We have landed in one piece, more or less. But the air filtration system is damaged and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out while we still can. Also, you're like, good on Maxima at least. Like, we don't know his intentions or whatever, but good at him for being like, all right, this small young diplomat we know nothing about, he can come with us to Garlemald, I guess. Aye. My boy. My boy. Say what? Battle? A battle? Hello? Oh my god, we're playing as Alphinaud. Alright. Oh, Moonstone Carbuncle. Keep as still as you can. Ah. Okay, this is the burn dam. Master Alphinaud, might I ask you to search for survivors? I will see to the injured. I'll see to our injured helmsman. Okay. Oh, here we are as Alphinaud, my boy. My leg. Ah, that's definitely somebody out there. Destroy the airship wreckage. Ruin. Tri-shackle deal unexpected ether damage. A bind? Okay, I say it's a bind. Healing go. Revive the wounded soldier. Aiding. Healing and aiding. Oh, my thanks. I don't think I would have made it. Yes, you very likely saved his life. The question of who would try to take it remains, however. Put these last few out of their misery. The prince wishes none left alive. The prince? Not come to parley, I fear. Ready your weapons. Ah, damn it, I knew it. Attacked by their own, man. Oh, well. Oops. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but here we go. Oh, is this empowerment? Okay, Moonstone Carbuncle, I'm with you. Let's take out these guys. Starstorm. Ooh. Take him out. Good job, Alphinaud. Oh, my boy. Oh, meanwhile, even more of the man. They really wanted to take out the Populares, man. This was all a thing for this. Nice dodge, Alphinaud. Confound it. Not here, not like this. Oh damn, he was ready to try to take them on. But meanwhile, we got a gun. Damn. Who is this guy? I know who this guy is. But who is this guy? Wow. Who in the Emperor's name? Who in the Emperor's name indeed? Enemies of our enemy. Introductions can wait. You are caught in a crisis, Master Alphinaud. Let us finish this then. At least Maxima is taking this in, oh damn, the slow swagger forward. Holy shit, what a badass. Mercenary and storied Lancer and storied Mage. Storied. Ooh. That's a Garland technique. We've seen Hydras use that. As well as Fedora. Are these guys maybe spurned Garlands? Spurned former Garlands? Garlemald turns on its own so easily. Holy shit, more of them. By the Emperor, that man is a fiend. Cross formation, deploy restraints. Oh man, they're trying to take, a child's trick. They're trying to take out the storied mercenary fellow. Also, let's take out this final guy. Should we focus our efforts on one of them? Oh, he broke out. All he needed was a little bit. Ah, my fix, boy. At least this is very reminiscent of my, we don't have a lot to think about here. This is just like White Mage, just one spam. Don't even have to worry about a dodge. We could limit break. Is that what Starstorm is? Maybe I should have used Starstorm. Was that our limit break? We do have a limit break bar. I didn't notice. I should have done it. Whoops. What a badass. My thanks. Your intervention proves most timely. Indeed. He's definitely Garlean. Well, well, I did not think to meet an Eorzean in this place, let alone a scion. Oh, he recognizes him. You know of me, sir? I have some small history with your order. I need to hear this man's voice before I know how to voice him properly. But I would speak of the present. Know you your assailants, and the severity of your predicament. Well, we do know they were sent by the Crown Prince, and that they can't go to Garlemald. The soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard. And I could venture a guess as to their motive, but you yet have us at a disadvantage, sir. Will you not tell us who you are? Will you tell them who you are? Not this guy's got pure blood Garland, but these guys in the back aren't. Our names are not for the asking. And as for our purpose, let this be your answer. An Ascian mask. An Ascian mask. Their purpose is to take out Ascians. Ascian infestation in Garlemald, apparently pretty hefty. They've got their own extermination squad. The face of our prey. Ascian hunters. What fucking badasses. Also, like, that they can actually kill the Ascians. That's impressive shit. We must away before more arrive. Come with us or stay. Make your choice now. Even should we manage the long trek out of the burn or secure passage to the capital, we would no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's guard. Indeed. We accept your gracious offer, Shadowhunter will suffice for the present. Mysterious stranger, Shadowhunter, badass Shadowhunter. It's appropriate. They hunt shadows after all. The Ascians. Come. What a fucking badass. Oh, and we see here he's got 2 red masks on his belt. And whatever this white one is. Oh, zoom in on that white one there. I don't think we've ever seen an Ascian with a mask like that. And also, like, once again, that's an impressive feat. Because we've only seen one way. Oh, I can only imagine what Alphinaud's doing right now. But, sorry. That's what Alice is just like, well, what could Alphinaud be up to right this moment? But, like, we've only been able to slay them with the use of white Orisite by trapping them and then using a big amount of ether to be able to form a blade to kill them. So I don't know what his methods are, but apparently they're functional. Damn. Seems like other people work against the Ascians. Oh, this is intolerable. But as much as I wished it would otherwise, there is nothing we can do for Alphinaud but pray for his success. Well, that is not entirely true. While your brother journeys to Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find what there's to be learned in the Empire's western provinces. Yeah, I guess he could go infiltrate the western provinces, but once again, guys, alone? Alone? I guess if all the people to sneak in alone, it would be Thancred. Thancred's a badass, but, you know, like, and he's a professional sneaker. But still. Professional sneaky fellow, but, you know. Then I'm coming with you. I can't very well sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Forgive me, Alice, but the provinces are hostile territory and stealth is all important. It's safer that I go alone. I can sneak well enough when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. Can you though, Alice? Like that's, I don't know if that's your strength. I mean, Alice can sneak well enough, yeah, but I don't think it's on Thancred level of sneakiness. We should leave this to Thancred. I'll go with him. We should leave this to Thancred. I'll go with him. Fuck it, I'll go with him. Why wouldn't I? We should leave this to Thancred. I can be sneaky. I have the capability of sneakiness. We've seen this before. I am a lass of many talents. Eh? And how exactly would that be any better? I don't know. Ahem, I must refuse your company as well, my friend. Formidable though you are, the success of my mission depends on moving unnoticed. Unless you forget, you have grown rather famous. I trust you understand. Alright, but in the provinces though, am I that famous? Do they have like my poster plastered on the walls being like enemy number 1? Like I'm a Makote, but I mean like, I don't know. You know? Do they have like the physical description of me out there? Like, I don't know. They haven't, I don't know. Okay, sure. All right. Okay, fair enough. I guess I'm not going neither, I'll say. Fine. Just promise you'll be careful. I want to do something too. My boy.